Okay, DXY in the analysis for this if the data range 3 weeks look back. In the previous analysis, I will expect one retracement or one reversal in this daily CB for this projections range here. Swing low, swing high, and price in the 3.5 and 4 deviations in the mid the daily CB. Okay, so price taken in the beginning for this month, the previous monthly high. Right now, price is in one retracement or reversal in the 3 weeks look back. Liquidity 5, the previous 5 days or the previous liquidity week, previous week. Liquidity 10 here, it's the previous week. Liquidity 15 here. So all this liquidity, it's the draws in DXY. So if DXY is bearish in this moment, in this liquidity, this is bullish for index futures or FOREX. Okay, Nasdaq right now it's in bullish move for the monthly quarter power of 3. So in the daily chart, identify the 3 previous months liquidity, but in the quarter power of 3, the more recent liquidity, it's the previous monthly high or previous quarter high. So in my mind, it's first the higher time frame draws on liquidity. So if price in Nasdaq in the monthly chart, price have this monthly fair value gap, but in the quarter power of 3, it's more close for this previous. So it's more important the higher time frame. So if price is looking for this monthly fair value gap, the first draw it's the previous high. So taking external liquidity here, and in this moment it's the time for looking the monthly fair value gap, but it's important first one external liquidity, the previous quarter high. Okay, for this reason my initial thoughts in the first moves in Nasdaq, it's in bullish moves for the monthly power of 3. Right now price is above the weekly open and monthly power of 3. In this moment it's one time opening, one weekly open and monthly open here. So in this time frame, en las 12 horas, this CB supernatural, it's the level here. This CB, these two black lines here and the midpoint. Okay, these two black lines, it's the level. Because if you are looking for bullish moves, you will expect this CB, it's close above with body the candle, this CB. So look, the previous candle, what happened in this candle here? In this portion, price close above this CB. So the next candle open and use this supernatural, this CB high. This is the PDRA. And look here in the midnight open. Price Asia range here. Manipulation below the Asia lows. And return and close above the midnight open. And in the midnight open here, it's the CB high or supernatural high. And look, this is the PDRA. So for the monthly power of 3, I think this is the accumulation here. This is the manipulation, the 2 and 2.5. Price is in the distribution phase. This section is before NFP, so typically it's problematic for accumulation. I will expect one continuation in one internal liquidity, but remember today is one day before NFP, so typically it's for accumulation, but if price continue in the 1 hour, you can see here the monthly open plus 1 BC. So if price is in the silver bullet zone, in the 4 hour you don't find one internal liquidity, you can use the 1 hour fair value gap or 1 hour BC. The monthly open and this BC. Only wicks in this BC, but it's important take in consideration the today it's one day before NFP. This session is session before NFP. Okay, crude oil here. Crude oil, it's the more discernible for me today. Look here. This is the daily chart, daily projections through the oil here. Price close above the 2.5 deviations here and continue to the 3.5. Okay, so the draw liquidity here is the 3.5, 3.5, and 4 deviations, and in the same time you can find here one daily CB open here. It's open, this daily CB. So this is the draw on liquidity. I don't know if this draw is taken today because it's day before NFP, but this is the draw on liquidity for today or for tomorrow in the NFP relays. So the more recent PDRA here, you can find this daily fair value gap. So this is the sponsorship level. I don't know if price need dipping in this fair value gap because it's only one little move inside this fair value gap. But the idea is this: daily fair value gap, move to the daily CB. Okay, this is the sponsorship level. This is one draw on liquidity daily CB. So this is the idea, but I don't know if price today move in this session because it's day before NFP. Today price action it's more clean here. Accumulation, manipulation, and distribution to the 2 and 2.5 deviations here. But today price taken the previous daily low because in the daily chart price printed one daily fair value gap. So the daily fair value gap low it's the previous daily low. Look here. Hello, Alejandro. Buenos días. Morning. This is the first fractal here. Price taken the previous daily low and close above this bearish candle here. So this is the order block. This is the first fractal printed after price taken the previous daily low. So previous daily low, it's the PDRA, higher time frame, daily PDRA. And look here, superficial move here. This is the first fractal, but remember, today it's one day before NFP, so it's probability price dipping in this daily fair value gap. I don't know, but if price dipping in this fair value gap in this 15 minutes time frame, the PDRAs, it's here. Here and here. Look, this is the fractal PDRAs. In the daily chart, you can find one daily fair value gap. So in lower time frames, in this case is 15 minutes time frame, you can find the same PDRA but in one small fractal, but it's the same PDRA, the same. So these two orange box here, it's the same PDRA for the higher time frame, but in a small fractal. Internal liquidity, fair value gaps, or BCs. But the important thing here is it's the same PDRA. So in a higher time frame, if you have one breaker, for example, in the lower time frames, inside these two or in these price levels, in lower time frames, you find other breaker, but in a small fractal inside the higher time frame breaker. In this case, is daily fair value gap. So in these areas, you can find one lower time frames fair value gaps. It's the 10 a.m. opening. Nasdaq dipping in the this 1 hour BC. Price is in the 2 and 2.5 deviations, but price close above the weekly open and monthly open and printed one CB. So remember the high probability fair value gap or high probability CB. It's one time opening and one price level or one BC or fair value gap. But remember, today it's 1 day before NFP. So this is probability accumulation. Price waiting and waiting and waiting for tomorrow in the same area. Esto no significa que price have one big reversal. Wow, reversal. No. Day before NFP, it's 1 day inside the same price. And when price relays the NFP, boom, the expansion move. But this is only in days before one economic driver relays. So take in consideration this. For this reason, include the oil. It's the same idea. Look here. Don't move above the 10 a.m. So if price continue in this accumulation phase, its probability tomorrow move inside this fair value gaps basis and move in the daily CB or the draw liquidity. So you can study these dynamics and you can put one limits in these areas with the stop loss below this swing low and this CB and looking the drawing liquidity daily CB. But you need patterns because today it's 1 day before NFP. Hello, super tough. Good morning. New 30 minutes, power of 3. Today it's high probability session or low probability session, and why? Yeah, exactly. This is important reinforcement in your mind these days, the low probability, because these days is when the traders lose money. In my experience in this stage, I lose money because price don't move the same price in these session before NFP. So you need patience here. Maverick, the high probability sessions, it's the second week for the months in Tuesday and Friday. Tuesday and Friday for the second week in the month, it's high probability session. For example, in Nasdaq, the better setups, it's in the London here or in the close PM for the previous session. My personal, I take one entry here in this breaker, holding this trade, looking for the 2 and 2.5 deviation here. In this area, take profits, take partials, but the only better entries here, it's in this previous session here, in this breaker, or in the London session for today. But right now, price is in the IM session, and this session is before NFP. So these conditions change. Okay, spoiler, this section it's choppy. This is one spoiler. It's probability accumulation. So patience and preserve your mental capital and your capital money, because this session is high probability for one shopping market. Yeah, or studio only. The more clean here, or the more potential it's crude oil. Crude oil don't have the expansion yet for the daily power of 3. But remember, it's one day before NFP. But in terms of power of 3, this candle, for the moment, it's in the change from manipulation to distribution. Okay, I move for one coffee. Wait a minute. Hello, hello. Oh, price, it's in the same PDRAs. Surprise. Oh, Nasdaq, it's in the same PDRA. Surprise. Yeah, the precision it's not only for entries. Okay, the precision it's not only for entries. The precision it's for anticipate when price its probability don't move. It's not only for entries and sniper entries. No. Because price the majority of time it's in accumulation or consolidation. So the precision it's for identify when price is in these consolidations or in these accumulations and when price it's ready for one expansion move. Okay, so this is important reinforcement in your mind because the only because you wake up early and you are in the computer in the chart. Oh yeah, I need to take one trade, bro. I need to take trade here. Yeah, no. You looking one expansion move, fasting moves. It's problematic when you take trades in the accumulation or consolidation conditions. This is problematic for your capital and mental capital. Look, the crude oil here. Send chart, Kevin, send chart. Trading BME, good question. Yeah, when you find one higher time frame SMT, this is the confirmation order flow, confirmation higher time frame, but it's not the momentum for expansion. So in the trading session, for example, I don't know, in London session or in New York session, if price printed one SMT after the higher time frame SMT in the present market, this is the SMT for the momentum or the expansion. So yes, you can take two confirmations. The first confirmation for order flow higher time frame, and the second confirmation for momentum or the session move. But higher time frame is the narrative. For example, here in any market correlation, it's the same. Higher time frame SMT here, higher time frame SMT here, higher time frame SMT here. Okay, this is for O SMT. So let's go the 15 minutes time frame. Look, for example, here in this moment in Nasdaq, this is the higher time frame SMT. So in this moment, you see one reaction here. The SMT higher time frame for O, it's printed, but in this moment when higher time frame SMT is printed, you can find the expansion move is question. No, but the higher time frame SMT is present. So in this moment, it's the 7 p.m. here or 8 p.m. So this is no session or trading session. So you will expect the momentum SMT, but first you have the higher time frame SMT. Okay, so you need time first. So the two expansion moves here, the beginning it's here. So it's in London section in the two I am candle here. So looking one SMT here. For example, with Dow here in the same high, the 1 AM here. It's the same high. You can see here the same high. Momentum expansion move here. Look down. This is the 2 AM. So in the 10 AM, it's the next candle. You can find other SMT here before the higher time frame SMT. This is the momentum SMT. But this momentum SMT is after the higher time frame SMT. Higher time frame SMT Nasdaq, it's this high here, high time frame SMT. For the reactions in this higher time frame SMT, you need to wait for one momentum SMT in the trading session O's. One minute here. When you have the SMT printed, the momentum SMT, what is the next? Internal dynamics. The internal dynamics here. Open. Turtle soup here. Inside the 10 AM candle. This is the order block in the opening. You can take the 15 minutes, no problem. But in my experience, it's more powerful 1 hour or 4 hours. crude oil in the same price. Don't move. ¿Qué les parece? En esta hora que resta vemos algún study video for ICT in the last hour for this streaming. Votaciones, votaciones. For quarter power of 3 we use, yeah, you can use weekly or daily. Yes, it's recorded.